Hello, everybody. It is me, Demetra K, and I am sitting here with Donovan, the recovering Democrat Sadiq, also known as the Black Yule Brenner. You know what's so funny? I like to watch black and white movies, and I was scrolling through TMC or TCM, whatever it is, and I saw Yule Brenner. I said, Donovan, is that you? But then, obviously it wasn't. But nevertheless, we are live. We were not live earlier, but we are live now. The purpose of the Demetra Case show is to promote Black love, knowledge, and understanding of all things that go on in the Black community to make us an even better people, with the emphasis on even, because we're great people, but we can always strive to do better. Like I said, big giant thank you, hello, and welcome to YouTube and Facebook. You are the other side of the conversation. Not only are you viewers, but you are family, and sometimes we share the link. If I share the link and your profile looks like this, please show me this. And then you can go back to that. If you are not comfortable, just know that nobody, not even Donovan, can see you until I bring you up to the big screen. All I ask is for everybody in the comments section and on the panel to be respectful. It's not that we disagree. It is how we disagree. So let's be on our best behavior. Today, we're going to talk about Nina Turner, who is or was, I guess was, a politician. Sounds like she's a political pundit now, among a whole host of other things. She says that the Democrat Party emasculates Black men. And she said that on a podcast you can find on YouTube called The Free Press. So I want to give courtesy to them. Also, I guess I should put myself back on here. Before we get started, I like to put this up here and say, listen, who you vote for, what you vote for is your business, but let's get registered to vote. That way, if you decide to do it or whatever the case is, you are already in the game, right? So that is how you can do it, vote.gov. And trust me, I have my reasons for doing this. And some of y'all probably like, what's going on? Those of y'all who know. Anyway, let me take this off of here. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. Before I give it to Donovan, who's in here? Because, we're going to be on here an hour. We're going to try to really stick to it. And I'm going to try to share the link for y'all. So let me know earlier on if you want to go come up here and, express. I'm looking for Kamala supporters, but I don't even really think they exist. I think they're like make-believe. I don't know. Papa Nelly, how you doing, Brother Reggie, Maureen, Michelle? Oh, you liked the show earlier? Well, we're glad that you enjoyed it. Cecilia, how you doing? Jersey City, Kimmy, what's going on with you, DSB? Thank you so much for gifting memberships. Love and appreciate you for that. Otis, how you doing? CJ, Dorita, how you doing? JBWR, Earth Angel, what's going on with you? Long time no see. Miss Sweets, hope you're doing well. Channel H Dunbar, how are you? Herman, hope you're having a great day. JB1, Judge, how you doing, baby? Who else is on here? And that's it so far. Donovan, how are you since our break?
Hey, I am great. Didn't get my nap in. I got my doggone cats running amok. So I got to deal with them. But I'm glad to be here. Hope you are doing well as well. Got some errands done on your side. 94 degrees right now and climbing. So I know it's storming where you're at. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, it's not storming? But it's threatening to rain? Okay. Good job. But welcome, you guys. Welcome back. Oh, is it? Wow. Houston? Remember I did that with Detroit?
You didn't know what? Don't start.
Okay.
Because I ain't seen her back here since.
Okay, I'm going to be on my best behavior. Welcome back to our co-host. You know what, you guys? We could not have a show if you guys don't join us here for these great conversations. Do us a favor. The African Diaspora News Channel app, it's on Google Play, the Apple Store. Download it. You have a great way to specifically see videos with Demetra K, Brother Phil Scott, Vicki Dillard, and a lot of the African correspondents that are letting us know what's going on in the African Diaspora News Channel. Available on Google Play and the Apple Store. Also, if you guys see that scrolling banner at the bottom, and if you so desire and want to help New Black Media continue to tell you guys the truth, continue to give you a different perspective that is more based on logical thinking versus feelings, there's a way you can do it. You can donate Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, money order cash, however you want to do it, barter. It's all good to us. Your average logical thinker, I want to say this real quick. I have been checking out you and Mrs. Sweet Talk's videos. You guys are on fire. Continue to keep that knowledge going because it's a different perspective. You guys haven't checked out our sisters' channels, please go out and check that out. Subscribe, become a member. The more we support each other, the more these messages get out that can affect people's lives. So, Demetra, let's get into it.
Yes, indeed. And anybody else who has a channel y'all want us to go and follow and subscribe to, please put it in the chat so we can follow one another. Because the more followers, the more. Anyway, so let's get into it. Now, I saw this video on Instagram, and so then I went to the actual page and I saw that she did an interview with the Free Press. I think that's the name of the Free Press. You can find them on YouTube. Thank you, Avenge the Ancestors. Hope I'm having a great day. Yes, indeed. So their channels are actually on here. Cute Ladybug, Dr. SMB, I think that's how you say it. How you doing? Yeah, Moolah. There you go. So anyway, Nina Turner, who you guys may or may not know, she is a politician. She was from Ohio. She was in the state senate there. She is no longer. She lost her bid. She's with the Democratic Party, but to me, she kind of talks more like an independent, but I guess she's registered to the Democratic Party. Very beautiful sister. Before I came on here, Donovan, he was like, ooh, I love me some Nina Turner. And I came on here and said, stop all that lustation. He says, what does that mean? Nevertheless, I'm going to show y'all a video, and it's a still, but you can hear her voice of her being asked a question about the Democrats and relationship to Black men. They also asked her about Hispanic men as well. So here we go.
Why so many Black men, Hispanic voters have found in Trump something to admire, something even to vote for?
Well, Madam Editor, I'm glad you asked me that question. For me, the Democratic Party emasculates Black men.
Wow.
And I think Hispanic men probably feel the same way. And I say this because they weaponize identity. When and where we enter, who we are, how we identify is important to who we are, just like our fingerprints. But if you're not going to use my identity to advance a social justice cause, and you're just going to use my identity as a blunt force object, now I got a problem. And so what the Democratic Party does, they put Black women on a pedestal and they say, we're the mothers of the movement, or we saved the party. But yet you don't put forth policies that save Black babies. You don't put forth policies that deal with the maternal death rate of Black women and Black babies in the United States of America. You don't do those things that lift and edify. Yes, identity is important. Both parties use it differently. Republicans use it to say that everybody Black or brown or of a mixed race is somehow kind of way a DEI hire. They use it to say certain books will be banned. Don't tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about how this country was formulated, because you might hurt a white child's feelings by saying that, yeah, chattel slavery existed, and oh, by the way, white powerful folks stole the land from the indigenous people. So all of those things, Chinese Exclusion Act, I mean, we can go down the list. But Democrats use it in a way that alienates other folks, and it offends me. So when I talk to Black men across this country, they don't see themselves in this party. It's one thing to recognize the power and prowess of Black women and the sacrifices that we make. It is another thing to put us above Black men. The Black struggle, Black men and Black women have to be together. We don't have the luxury to be separated, and so I resent the Democratic Party for doing that. And so Black men do not see themselves in the party. That bravado, because we got a kind of masculine energy, and masculine energy is not all bad, but the type of bravado that Trump puts forward is still very much rooted in a hierarchical patriarchy, mm-hmm. And a lot of men gravitate to that.
Okay, so hold on one second, Donovan. Let me take this down. So y'all heard from Mrs. Turner. Take that down. Let me acknowledge everybody, and I'm going to give it to you because I have some questions for you as a Black man. So just give me 1 second. Who else came on here before I played that? So Easy, how are you doing? Mike Nice, hope you're doing well. Daryl, how you doing? He says, was not Nina Turner not a part of the liberal establishment, but she says she sees that they don't need her and prioritize Latinos over her. She's lashing out. Well, I mean, whatever her reasons are, right? And I believe the people that were interviewing her, some of them were Hispanic. So I think that's kind of why they were asking both questions. Child of God, did I say hello to you? If not, hello. Jay Sims, he says, here we go, the Black and brown business. Yeah, so as I said, I think some of the people that she was interviewing with were Hispanic. Somebody said, who hurt Nina Turner? Oh, gosh. Sunlight says, here she goes. Hispanic men do not feel the same way. But again, she was asked about both. So I just want to be clear about that. HDLC, how you doing? Who else is on here? Belinda, how you doing? Oh, she's a joke. Okay. Foolish Coyote, I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Facts Not Feelings, how you doing? Ooh, Corey Smith, how are you? Hope you're doing well. And Fishing with Rick, I hope you're having a great day and Godspeed. All right, Donovan, you're a black man. Did anything she said resonate? Hey, Pop, resonate with you at all?
Well, yeah, there's a lot that she says that resonates with me, and she was speaking truth. And Nina Turner has always been a truth sayer and a bomb thrower. And when she was in Ohio politics, there, the sad thing is, Sunlight said it best. She says these things in regards to the Democratic Party, but yet she stays in the party. And I have a problem with that as well, because it's like, well, you're complaining about the party, but you're still in it. But some of the things that she says is exactly what a lot of men have been saying. There is nowhere in the world that I'm aware of where the matriarch is in control. Only in the Black community in the United States is the matriarch a thing, a big thing. And it's an important thing because of the high rate of the single motherhoods and things like that for whatever reasons. But as a man, yes, it is my nature to go where I see other strong men. I just think it's kind of embarrassing when the Democratic Party says these tropes about Black women. And one of the most known one is the backbone of the Democratic Party is the Black woman. But yet, like she said, where is the policies that help Black women and Black people do better or, better our plight? We went from, let's say, basically middle class to the bottom of the class. Now we are at the bottom of the economic scale when we had made a progression from the civil rights movement. Now we're back where we started, and nobody's disputing that. And if I was a Black woman, I would be embarrassed that they're using that trope. And yet the policies of the Democratic is anti-Black, female reproductive rights. That doesn't even make sense when you're talking about abortion. Why is it that 70% of abortion clinics are in Black neighborhoods? These are the things that just don't make sense. And it hurts my heart when I see these sisters ski-weeing and all this other stuff and all this stuff that they're doing. And Demetra, how many times have I said this over the years? We have Black people in positions all across this nation. How many Black women police chiefs are around this country? How many Black police chiefs are around this country in major cities that are in control, and yet the police mentality doesn't change. The police culture doesn't change. We got Maxine Waters, Karen Bass, so on and so forth, Barbara Lee, Kamala Harris, Vice President of the United States, and yet nothing changes in the Democratic Party, but yet women are the backbone of the Democratic Party. So what are they telling us? Women are against their own kind? Is that what they're saying? You're not going to attract men, and we're talking men, with this gay agenda that the Democrats push, this non-family act that the Democrats push. We want policy. We want a better economic situation for our families. Yes, ladies. Yeah, you guys are getting all these degrees, but where are the damn jobs? It's just things like that. So yeah, she's absolutely correct in regards to a lot of stuff that she's saying. It's just kind of oxymoron that she stays in a party that basically screwed her over when she ran for Congress and went with that chick that was, I'll do anything, Massa, you say. So they went with that one.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the link early, and I want to ask the brothers, do y'all feel emasculated by the Democrat Party? I'm going to give those who want to come on about 2 minutes to speak your mind, ask a question. Just know that if I have not seen you on,
we can't go at 2 minutes because that's reserved for the men. Let's go. Let's do 3.
Y'all know that 3 minutes is too long for y'all. Okay, I will give you 3. 3 minutes. I will get. Hey, Edward, how you doing? QT Gaming, how are you? JTT, how you doing? So yeah, I'm gonna open up the link to see who wants to come on here. Men, do you feel emasculated by the Democratic Party? Why or why not? 3 minutes. If I have not seen you on here before, please show me your face before I bring you up here. And again, if you're not comfortable showing your face after that, just cut it off from that point. And then we'll go from there. So let me put the link up. Give me one moment.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm sorry if I was saying your name wrong. Shanenki Yadakoya. Sorry, I butchered that. I am very, very sorry. She says, we have a Black female police chief in Memphis, Tennessee, and last year a young man brutally killed by police. It was 5 Black cops who murdered. Yeah, and I remember that wire. It was 5 Black cops who murdered the young brother, Tyree Nichols, and gave cloaking to those cops. Exactly.
Yeah, that's CJ Davis. She's the chief out there, and from what I understand, she was a chief in Atlanta, and she started the Red Dog unit, which was very brutal in Georgia, specifically from what I understand, the Atlanta area, where they just terrorized Black men, and they allowed her to go to Memphis, Tennessee, and do the same. And they kind of called the unit that did what they did to Tyree Nichols the Jump Out Boys, right? Just plain clothes, you don't know who they are, and then from that point it's all right, Jupiter, I'm gonna bring you up. Give me one moment. Let's see here who else came on here. How you doing? Jim, how you doing? Did I say hello? Edward, Chase, Bowser rather. Brother Abdul, how you doing? Diane, did I say hello to you? If not, hello. All right, so y'all know when I be up on here, I can't really be in the comment section because I am speaking with our guests. So please do not feel like I'm ignoring you, because I am not. Oh, okay. Hey, are you cool like that? Or you want to blank your screen out, Rick? Are you good? You're okay like that? Okay, I'm gonna bring you up right now. I'm gonna mute you though. All right, so we got some brothers on the screen. Jupiter, how you doing?
Bring them up. Put me at the bottom.
Jupiter, you there? Hello. Bernard, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yes, we hear you now. All right, so hope you're doing well. So do you feel emasculated by the Democrats? Why or why not?
Well, first I'll say good evening, and to another Air Force vet. This is an Army vet on the other. Look, hey, I had to be on the ground. But anyway, I'm just going to get straight to the point. The Democratic Party, since from the start, from LBJ, they removing the Black man from the home. And I don't know if you ever saw that old movie which had James Earl Jones and Claudine. It's an old movie called Claudine. It led to the precursor of demasculating the whole family. And now you see it from the generations for the next 50 years, promoting the feminism, the liberalism, back in the 90s, you had these songs like I Don't Need a Man or I'm the 90s Girl. So what does men have to do? It's just they felt like they weren't needed, so either they removed themselves from society, or they've been demasculated by letting the mother mold the young boys. And I always say to any single parent mother, you cannot raise a boy. A man has to raise a boy to become a man. Women cannot do it. They can guide them, but that right there, and like I said, you see boys becoming feminized, don't even know what gender they want to be, and now you see it. It's just like today, I'll touch base on it in the military aspect. Most dudes have not even been punched in the face before, and they don't have that desire to be savages, and this is why. This is what we see, and I'll just land my plane on this one. You see the new era of Black men becoming conservative and being on that pocket and money, and now the Boule shields. And I even sent you that whenever you get a chance to circle back with the email, you have these boule shields, and these gatekeepers and these feminists are getting mad because now we are challenging, because now the overseer does not have the power anymore. And it's just like, now, whether you want to be I'm a conservative or a Republican, so, and I'll leave it at that. Now you see it. And now the generation is, and there's my soapbox.
Well, thank you so much, Brother Jupiter, for coming up here and expressing yourself. Please come back and see us again.
Much obliged.
All righty. Bye-bye. Brother Rick, how are you? Let me unmute you. There you go.
How you guys doing? Thank you very much. I love you guys, first of all. But I don't feel like I've been emasculated, but I felt weird over the last few years with the Democratic Party, because what they were pushing out does not fit male energy at all. And people, the last time, I'm a lifelong Democrat, like Donovan used to be, and some of us, and I didn't want to vote for them the last time, but they got me with the fear. And another thing, the males who represent the Democratic Party in the media, they are straight up simps, straight up punks. How can you, Van Johnson, go home to your woman or your wife and she's seeing you crying in front of millions of people as a grown-ass man on television? That is so offensive to me. Negro, man up. That's the stuff that's emasculating. And I hate to sound like this, but it just makes me so mad, because that's the representation that the world sees. Like Donovan said, like, oh, these Negroes are submissive to their women. And it does not work like that anyway. And I'm not trying to say be a jerk to a woman, but there are roles that are natural and ones that are unnatural. And the Democrats are trying to promote everything that's unnatural. And if you don't go along with it, something's wrong with you. And when I was going along with it, they got me with the fear. It didn't feel right. Now, I didn't agree with all this LGBT stuff. Before I talked to a pastor about it, I said, hey, man, look, I vote Democrat all my life. There's some things that I like about them. I don't want to vote for them because of this LGBT stuff. And he said, go with your conscience and go with where God leads you. I ignored that and voted for them anyway, because they put the fear of Trump. Oh, he's going to be a dictator. And all. It's ridiculous. There's no way he can be a dictator. And they're saying the same stuff now. And we got all these checks and balances in place to keep that from happening. That these uninformed people will still say, I've had people tell me, if he gets in, he's going to be a dictator. Pow! No, he's not. They're trying to scare you into doing that. Joe Biden walked when men were leaving in droves from the Democratic Party, black men. What do you see now? Black men, black men, black men. Everybody is talking about black men. What, 3 years ago, last year, the year before that? Now you want to get my face with some dumb crap? Let me tell you what Joe Biden did. He called Kamala Harris when they saw that black men were leaving the party, called Kamala Harris into his office, bent her over the desk, pulled her pants down, stuck his arm elbow deep up her butt, and pulled Agenda 2025 out and said, go hit him with this, Kamala. And I can still smell it from here. That's where that came from. Agenda 2025, what are you... I get so angry when I talk. I don't want to offend your audience and your people, but that's what he did. And now you got these people, 900 goddamn pages. Negro, you ain't read page 1. You ain't read the cover sheet, not Agenda 25. So miss me with that. And before I get too crazy, let me tell you, I love both of y'all. I love African diaspora. If I offended you in the comments, I apologize. But all right. Y'all have a good day.
Well, we thank you for coming up. We tough around here, and come up and see us anytime.
Okay. Thank
you. Brother was just dropping it. That's what I'm talking about. They think that, because you got these simp black men out here, that they speak and they represent all black men. The majority of black men out here, we ain't for that BS. We're not. We're trying to keep the peace and everything, but we are not for that BS.
And another thing too, before Amawali will give it to you, The military, if Donovan, you tell me, because I only was in the military a little bit. I came and went. Uh the military is in place to stop a dictatorship. Am I not? Am I right or wrong?
Yes. How in the United States it's set up. In other third world countries, they kind of do all this other stuff and they're kind of, corrupted because that's the culture of other countries. But in the United States, the military is subjected to the Constitution, period. So if a strong man ended up doing whatever they're doing, even though we're under civilian control, we have a duty to uphold that Constitution and above anything else. And so whenever they think about dictators and stuff, it's total BS because the military wouldn't stand for it. We just wouldn't stand for it. And then number two, do you know how many minorities, non-white people, are in the military? A lot of us. We make up the majority of the military. So that just would not fly.
Absolutely. Brother Amawali, how you doing? You know what? Let me unmute you. There you go. We can hear you now. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, Demetri? How are you, Brother Donovan?
We're doing well. I think this is your first time up here.
Yeah, it's my second time. First time I came, I wasn't on screen. I'd like to say hello to everybody in the chat, too. Brother Rick and Brother Jupiter stole all my thunder, so I don't have much to add to what Only thing I can say, I live in New Jersey, which is a blue state, and I live in Newark, the city of Newark, which is a blue town or blue city. So I only vote for the Democrats for the policy. I don't vote for them because they're Democrats. Just so happen that all of them is Democrats. So my mayor's good, Rasparak, I vote for him because of his policies. Murphy's the governor. I ain't too big on him, but I vote for him because he's better than the Republicans, basically. So out of the federal level, I wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris if you put a gun in my head. So basically, I'm thinking about doing the couch, but I want to have a good showing for Trump in New Jersey. I don't think he could win it, but hey, maybe he can. And if I throw my vote in there and a few others throw their vote in, we never know. I'd rather see him in it than Kamala because she ain't gonna do nothing for us. At least Trump, we might have a chance. He listens to.
Are y'all getting a lot of migrants in New Jersey? I know in some places in New York, absolutely right. But what about New Jersey?
Not in Newark that I can see. They had an open space. They built a shelter for the homeless. I see a few of them like they be around here. They got like a little hustle. They go around with bags and they get the cans, and I guess they take the cans and they sell them. The hustle get money. So I've seen a few of them, but I don't see a lot. Not like New York, like you see on TV, or like they do in Chicago. I ain't seen it like they ain't overrunning us. And our town is black mayor, 5 black. We have 9 council persons. 5 of them are black and 4 of them are Hispanic. And the black and the brown in our town get along. It ain't like other towns, that are other places like California. I've heard how y'all be speaking about it. No, they cool. We coochie crunch. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no like Spanish. Look out for Spanish and say F blacks or blacks look out for blacks. We all try to work together because there's a lot of Hispanics is down called the neck or the ironbound, the Portuguese and all them down there. They down there, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's like that, but it's all right.
Let me, before you go, Amawali, let me ask you a question though. By not voting for Kamala Harris or not considering a vote for her, you must hate black women.
No, I don't think so, brother D.
Because that's what they say when black men are not considering voting for Kamala Harris. You hate black women.
Yeah, I don't even look at her. I know there's the Indian, East Indian, South Asians, whether she's Jamaican and black. I'm not looking at her like that. If she was a white woman or Hispanic woman, I don't like her policies, man. I don't like and Trump. It's not that he's white or black. I like more of what he did and what he might do. It's not a race thing. In this particular voting election, to me, it's not race. I'm not against her because she's black or not black. I'm against her because of her democratic policies. But Biden and Obama and all of them been done to us. And you can go back to the 60s and beyond that. So I'm just looking at the history, which I know y'all are well aware of, and a lot of people in the chat are. I'm not doing it no more. We shouldn't be doing it no more. It's not a color thing. Put that aside. Look at her for what she's saying or not saying, what she's doing or not doing. She threw us under the bus a long time ago.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Wally, for coming up here. Please come and see
You're
us
welcome.
again.
I will.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
So, real quick, and that's the thing. When you tell people just what he just said, most people are looking for policies. And by the way, her policies still is not on her website. And there's a saying that the Democrat says that they will not put her policies out until after the election.
Yes, indeed. So, Brother Salam, what's on your mind? Do you feel emasculated by the Democratic Party? Why or why not?
Well, I have had it with both sides, red and blue. I am so disgusted. Well, you only have two parties. I mean, okay, I don't like Canada, but look how you have so many different parties to vote for up there. And I don't even like them. Now, here's the thing. I have joined many of our black people, and I'm now going to vote for the couch. And here's what I'm going to do. I don't have a big screen TV. You see this remote? There she is. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the couch with the black man invented the remote, as you know. Remote was invented by black men. We invented everything. And we were robbed, deaf, dumb, blind, and dead. We were stripped of a knowledge of ourselves. On and on and on. It would be nice, brothers and sisters, to have somebody to vote for. I'm not voting for that Hindu. That's what Kamala Harris is. She's a Hindu. She is not a black woman. Okay? Look how she even disrespects her own father. Then I look at the Trump side and I don't get no love there. So I'm headed for the couch. It's going to be a happy place, the couch. Plenty of relaxation. Go ahead. Any questions you want to ask?
So you said basically you don't feel emasculated by the Democrat Party.
No.
Okay.
They're both the enemy. The blue and the red is both my enemy. The United Snakes of North America is my enemy, and especially targeted the American so-called Negro, the black man.
Okay. Absolutely. Well, come back and see us again, Brother Salam.
But that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, well, thank you for that, and come back and see us again.
I will. I'd love to hear the comments. Thank you.
Yes.
Walaikum salam.
Garuda, I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names, says, but Kamala Harris is bringing back the joy, Demetra.
Brother Biko, how you doing?
Pretty good. How y'all doing?
We're doing well. So, you feeling emasculated by the Democrats?
I don't even think about them much because I had one young lady. She's a canvasser, so she had to get paid by the the DNC. So she came by my house and asked, "Was I voting for Kamala?" I told her no, and she said, "Can you give me some reasons?" So I gave her the policies, and I said that she said she's not going to do anything for black people. So I can't do that. I said, I don't care for either one of them. I said, but I meant to get back here. I want to punish the Democratic Party. So I'm going to vote for Trump. I want to punish him. So she said, well, I appreciate you. Was writing down everything. So I said, I appreciate you letting me know. I said, well, anytime. So, and another note, I was talking with another baby boomer. So she was my age. So she got a little bit unhinged. She asked me who was I voting for, and I said Trump. She said, "You're selfish. You're selfish." I said, "Okay." I said, "Who were you voting for?" And she said, "I don't know yet." So I just.
So she knocking on your door, or no? This was somebody else. A baby boomer you was talking to. Said she don't know.
Fellow baby boomer, yeah.
But called you selfish because you said you was voting for Trump.
Yeah, she was quite upset, but I said, well.
And you know what's so funny? It's like how y'all sending people to people's doors and, they get pushed back like you want the one you gave the canvasser. And she's like, oh, I'm going to write that down. They don't teach them to, have a conversation. how can we win you over, you know, or nothing. Just like,
No,
what are they doing?
I guess they know pretty much they're not going to do anything. She's trying to seem astounded because she didn't have a comeback, or she didn't want to say anything or commit to anything. So I said pretty much the same as what Kamala's doing. So I don't have anything against you trying to make your money here, but these are some of the reasons that I'm not going to vote for her, because she just doesn't have anything for black people. And I made that clear to her. So she made her little canvas and money, and she went on her way. She was a young person, so I gave her the time.
Yeah, and you didn't want to, you know, beat her up too bad, because I think too, we got to realize a lot of these people, they're doing it for the money. They may or may not be Democrat, but you know, but the ones that want to, you know, had a conversation back and forth, yeah, they need to work, you know, a verbal work rather. But as far as the young people's like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. And have a great day.
From what I see in Georgia here, I think she's gonna get slaughtered here in Georgia. It's not even gonna be close.
Yeah, a lot of you Georgians are still mad about that missing $400 that was taken from when they said you guys get those senators in there. It didn't happen.
Oh yeah. And then my Senator Warnock gets over there at the DNC making his little speech about this and that, and he's not doing anything for black people here in Georgia. You're supposed to be a preacher, and we got all those homeless black people outside Reverend King's church.
And talking about he pro-abortion is like, it just doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? It's like this. I just see him tearing the Bible up and just throwing it in the air. You know?
Yeah, I guess he say I'm making my money.
Yeah, it's crazy. I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm a little mean, but he reminds me of Mr. Potato Head that sounds like Obama. Like
yeah, he does.
He sounds like Obama. And somebody else that was speaking last week, Josh Shapiro. He sounds like Obama as well. I'm like, is there like a class? They all
must be.
And Biko, let me ask you a question real quick.
Sure.
I don't know if you're a business owner, or I'm very sure you've worked in your lifetime. Have you ever gone on an interview for a job? And let's talk about what's happening right now. The most important job in the world. The most important job in the world. Have you ever been invited to an interview and they've asked you questions and you refuse to answer? Did you ever get that job?
Never, and I knew not to do that. I knew to at least lie a little bit or try to fudge it a little bit, but I couldn't say I don't. After you hire me, you're gonna do this and that. That's just not gonna work. And that's what really gets me about this too. He hasn't went through any vetting process or anything, and it's like, vote for me. So that gets me too. So you're not gonna get my vote, and you weren't even able to. What is that? 2019, she wasn't able to get out of California before she had to close down her campaign. So it's like they're saying, vote for this person. And I'm like this. Even if they gave us cash reparations the day before the election, I'd take the money, still stick it to them. You made me wait all this time, so I was still sticking to them.
Yes, indeed. So come back and see us again. We love and appreciate you for coming up.
Okay, y'all be safe.
You too.
You know what, Demetra? They keep telling us that Kamala is ahead in the polls. This is a woman that was so hated, the worst vice president. Even Dick Cheney was more popular than she was. And they keep telling us that, oh yeah, she's doing great. She doesn't sit down and interview, so nobody knows anything about her. Even her supporters can't tell us anything about her, what her policies are, whatever. But yet when I talk to people, they're like, no, I'm not voting Democrat. I'm telling you, she still has a chance of winning, 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm telling you, I do not think it's going to be a slaughter. A lot of people are going to sit out, and the people that are going to vote. And she is a crash test dummy. Basically, the Democrats have not nominated their best candidate. She was the weakest candidate, head on against Trump by the polling and the study. And they have no expectations of this woman doing anything other than it's a crapshoot. I think the Democrats are going to hedge their bet on getting a few seats in the Senate and holding on to the House.
Yes, indeed. and HDLC, you make a good point. It says, how do we go from Lester Holt and Ed Bradley as MSM, Black MSNBC, I think you meant, or I know they're on NBC. I think Ed Bradley was on CBS. I think he's gone now, RIP. My mom loved him, by the way. Anyway, I digress. Said to Don Lemon and Jonathan Capehart. And, Lester Holt is the one that I interviewed Kamala about going to the border, southern border. Well, I haven't been to Europe either. I know he was like, yeah, for. But yeah, well, you know how we got to that point. You can't have no strong Black man as the lead out there, and in the open, being commanding and debonair and asking these, hardball questions. You need Jonathan Capehart and your Keith Boykin and even your Michael Eric Dysons and Van Jones. He crying all the damn time. Stock and Kleenex has gone up because of him. That's who they put up there to give the image of the Black man being soft. He's soft and he's henpecked, for lack of better words. He's taking instructions, from Black women. And so it's, I don't know, that if you put that image up there, then the rest of the Black men think they're on TV, aren't they?
Right, but wasn't even Don Lemon shocked when he went to the streets in Atlantic City and found out that people were not feeling Kamala?
And that's what I said. I love that Don Lemon, that version of Don Lemon, and that he's independent and he's out there in the streets. He's not, buttoned up and bridled by the mouth by CNN. He's out there and he's able to, really just get in the trenches. So I like seeing that side of him reporting, like getting the raw information instead of it being polished up and, catered more to the left. Because, he could have very easily scrapped those people who said, oh, I'm voting for Trump. He could have very well, fudged the interviews and made it look like, oh, they're all for Kamala, but he didn't. So that's pretty interesting. Hey, Arson, how you doing? Says, how are you guys doing? I rarely catch you on Tuesday. Hope your week is great. Hello to everyone, too. Yes, it is wonderful. Aja, I hope I said that right. Says her website still has no policy. Yeah, it's like, what the hell is she waiting on at this point? It's crazy and nobody really cares, I guess. I don't know. Get it, girl. He says they say Harry Lennox, the actor who taught Obama how to speak like Black men, because when he was Barry Soetoro at Harvard, he had no sway. Who the hell is Barry Soetoro?
That was Obama.
That
was the pseudonym when he wrote for the Harvard Journal or whatever that thing.
Yeah. See, learning something new every day. All right, so let's see.
A minute. Somebody just texted me and said, when are we going to get to the real topic and an important thing that is going on? Judge Mathis and his wife have divorced after 39 years of marriage. And we know Judge Mathis is
Are those people watching now? I say, tell them to get the hell out of people's business, okay? I mean, I don't know. 40 years of marriage down the drain, and she filed. I have my senses as to what happened, but I don't want to speculate, because Judge Mathis was probably out there in the streets, banging his little gavel everywhere.
Well, but the point is, look, again, I think when stuff like this breaks, it's distraction. Vanessa Williams, they're doing anything to distract us. She left her third husband.
Oh, what's new?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They do this celebrity distraction because they know we love to be entertained. Demetria said that for years, and it's true. Black people, we love the drama. We love it.
Vanessa Williams is leaving her third husband. He probably deserved it. He was probably a cad. Y'all know I love Vanessa Williams. I'm sure he was a great guy. Brother Abdul says, I don't know why Black people can't see America as the real enemy. Absolutely. We all we got as Black people. Tara, depending on how you say it. How you doing? It says Kamala. Damn, I forgot how to say the lady name because you say it wrong. You got to watch your back out there in the streets. He says Kamala has been India a few times as a child, and a major part of childhood in Canada. Not like us. Okay. Astrological thing. It says hold fast, Judge. We'll get Sexy Red soon. Get to Sexy Red soon. Somebody asking, Judge, you asking about Sexy Red? Which I don't want to know about Sexy Red. Twill, how you doing? He says, Lineman for Hire says, I think MSM is mainstream media. Most of them are. I mean, even if you're looking at the blogs, the newspaper, they're all in for Kamala. It should be almost criminal at some point. It's like, aren't they violating some rules of journalism by doing that? I don't know. I would just think that they are. Raynard, how you doing? Says Demetri, remember when J. Edgar Hoover said that Black Americans are the biggest threat due to the fact that they have historical and legitimate grievances against the nation. You take out the men first. Yes. But I would also argue that especially on the plantation during slavery, they also did that. They put the woman above the man. Now, for a time after slavery, it was operating the opposite. But then, like you said, J. Edgar Hoover, you had feminism, you had the civil rights movement, and a whole host of other things that, even still, like Nina Turner said, the Black man, the Democratic Party does emasculate the Black man because they're always the Black woman, the backbone. She's just that, the other. But, it wasn't for the Black woman. But in truth, the Black man doesn't vote that far behind the Black woman in regards to voting for Democrats, but they always put the Black woman as the shining star, and then they're baffled as to why Black men are leaving the Democratic Party. It's like, well, you don't have no reason for them to stay. You talk to them like they're kids. You tell them literally, shut up, nobody's talking to you. That was Simone Sanders, and that's just kind of their attitude. Listen, Black man, get in line behind this Black woman, and you follow her lead, and you don't say nothing, okay? All you do is say, yes, we voting for the Democrats, okay, and then go back in the corner till we need you. That's how they treat Black men.
Yeah, and it all started with all these crazy movies making Black men look so bad. The Color Purple, What's Love Got to Do with It, which is my Bible, by the way. What's Love Got to Do with It? For little Black girls. I mean, the Black man is stereotyped to be this horrible type person. But do you know the one thing that they don't say in those movies?
What?
The economics of the situation that puts the Black man in those positions. No jobs, violence, drugs. They never go to the root problem to what puts that Black man in the situation and the mind state that he is. And I'm not making excuses. They got some horrible people out there. But if you look at all of these movies that were made, they gloss over the economic situation and they go straight to the dysfunction.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that Hollywood plays a big role in that. And, Tyler Perry, yeah, he's one of the main perpetrators of that. He's this big, giant Black man. Madea it is what it is. But most of his roles, the Black man is just no earthly good at all. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that Tyler Perry has done about a brother that has been redeeming at all. I can't remember if there is one. Even the one, Daddy's Little Girls with Idris Elba. Anyway, even he was kind of like going through some things. It's like, where the brother at? That's he got his own business and he had.
Oh wait! Remember the movie with Taraji P. Henson? She's on the boat. Remember that one?
As I could do bad all by myself.
No. Remember, she's on the boat. He had made it, and she was like, I deserve all of this.
And she don't jump on the boat. It's like, I was so confused with that movie. People talking about that was a good movie. I'm like, was it? That movie had a lot going on. He's this square dude. He's this nerd, and he out there in them streets, and then Taraji's character just goes bananas. I won't give the movie away. All right, let's see who else came on here. How are we looking on time, Donna? We've got 12 minutes. Look at that. I feel like we've been on here forever. See, we're
started early.
Yeah, we're maximizing our time. Look at us. Well, look at me, rather, because it don't be Donovan, it be me. All right, JW says, I know Kamala will do nothing with respect to police reforms. Yeah. And somebody made a good point about her not having no policies up there because, yeah, she's not going to say nothing specifically for Black Americans at all. And she knows once she puts the policies up there, now the real critiquing, because how do you critique joy? Who's going to be mad at being joyous, But it's like, we're going to need a little bit more than joy, Kamala. So once she put those policies up, now people get to get their pen and paper saying, now, and then what happens is those poll numbers that she sounds like she's benefiting from now, they start to even out and, go probably back to where they were. So it's all about strategy, but thank God the cries are getting louder and louder for her to sit down somewhere, have an interview, and hey, give us the policies. What's on the plate?
Well, how do you explain a 78 and 79-year-old man that interviews every day and goes to where she doesn't go? Trump showed up at a black journalist convention where she was supposed to be, and she just completely skipped over it. If that doesn't tell you the animosity she has toward black people, I don't know what would.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't know. Black people are her. A lot of them are her biggest supporters, and it's like, what you supporting? Like they literally get mad at everything. If you say, I don't think that color suit suited her very well. What do you mean? You're voting for Trump, ain't you? Just if you're a Republican, just say that. Like, man, I just said the color of her suit. How you deduce that I'm a Republican? I mean, they like crazy. It's scary. It is really scary out there with, I ain't even talking about everybody else, but I'm talking about our people. It's scary. It is really scary. I don't even know how to even describe that. Like, go onto any of these blogs or whatever, they're talking about something. If they even mention a point that's just a little bit critiquing of Kamala, the fangs come out, and it's scary. Like I said, I don't know. Tito says Judge Mathis is a thug. Is he? Well, I know he had a troubled past. Maybe he went back to them streets. I don't know. Sanaki, I hope I said that right. He says it's not America, the landmass. It's the construction, the United States corporation, not the land. Okay. Judge said he didn't say nothing about Sexy Red. Okay, well, somebody did.
And didn't Spike Lee? Okay, you had a whole DNC convention where no policies were told, no vision, no nothing. Did you guys notice that they kept running Trump down of how immoral of a man he is, and he cheated on his wife with the porn star and this, that, right? But yet not once did they bring up the fact that Kamala's husband cheated with the nanny, allegedly, and Willie Brown with Kamala Harris. How do you point this person out when you got a big old plank in your eye? Isn't something like whatever that Bible verse is? You know what I mean? It was ridiculous. I'm looking at this thing and I'm thinking, and then you're lying to the people or telling them in general words, oh yeah, Beyonce is gonna come out, just to have people watch to get the ratings up. This campaign has been a sham from the very beginning, and people are still supporting it. It's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like, it's cultish is what it is. It's like you talk about the red MAGA, there's blue MAGA, and they're both cults, and blue MAGA, they, like I said, they will fight you tooth and nail in the comment section. I mean, I've had to really just kind of bring out my razor blades and lemon juice on some of them, and I've been blocking people, and I've been finding a lot of peace in blocking people. I'll make a post and somebody says, I'm with Kamala. And I'm like, did I ask you who you was with? No, but you seem to be with the Republicans. I said, and what makes you think that? Have you heard me say that? Well, nah, because you always talking about Kamala. Just silliness. It's like, y'all, you guys are low vibrational thinkers. And I hope y'all watching, because I know y'all be watching. Y'all be watching me. I see you. I feel you watching me. Y'all are low vibrational when it comes to thinking. Y'all don't think, you're robots. You get your talking points and your emotions from God knows where, and you go with that as if it's facts. And then when people, pull your card, it's like, oh, well, I didn't say that. Yes, you did.
Well, remember the last election cycle? Well, I'm not into politics no more. The minute we were right, I don't do politics. And now they're all back. They're all back.
Shout out to, hey, auntie. She deleted and blocked me. That's, hey, auntie. I ain't into politics no more. But you was going hard in the paint, dribbling you was going hard in the paint for the Democrats, mad as hell. And that's what I don't understand. How y'all mad at people for expressing their views. Like, you can't change my mind. There's nothing you can say or do to change my mind unless you're telling me Kamala put some policies up and she got reparations check rolling out. That's the only way you can change my mind. But you trying to come on there and browbeat me. I'm telling you, I block people that I've been friends with a long time. I'm like, you will not act a donkey with me this election cycle. Okay, I'm not putting up with it. So I'm sure, like I said, they got a burner page somewhere trying to figure out how to get on in. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. Brother Samuel, how you doing? It says, Willie Lynch, you must pit the male against the female and the female against the male. Yeah, it's been, the strategy per se. And it's been working. It's been working. I mean, we're still doing it right now. It's crazy. Donovan, you get on your page right now and say, I'm not voting for Kamala. You're going to have 15 women with torches waiting for you to come outside. Thank y'all for asking people to get the likes up. I love it. Appreciate you for that. All right. Gravity X. If I didn't, how you doing? Says, if a black man is in a communist, I don't think you can say that word no more. Cause I said it and my daughter's like, that's not the technical word no more. Or you said, or engaged in jihad, Democrats don't like you.
Well, I have another question for you guys out there. Since Kamala's bringing back the joy, what about hope and change? Did we ever define what hope and change was? It's not the United States of America. It's the United States of America. How we define what hope and change is. Did anybody ever do that? Do you see the parallels of what they're trying to do? This is Obama 2.0 in a dress, basically. She's not defining what joy means. I can't pay my bills based off joy. I can't do it. So why aren't we asking these questions? I mean, it's just crazy, the symbolism.
Yeah. Macy, how you doing? Says, where was the military on January 6th? Well, Donovan would tell you, I don't even think they would have known to be.
Well, you got to remember, January 6th happened in Washington, D.C., which is a differently controlled group of military districts. It's a different thing. And according to what was said, things were turned down and all this other stuff like that. But even if January 6th actually happened, right, and a coup actually occurred, which it did with Joe Biden, what do you call that? The man was declared to be the nominee and they booted him out. That's a coup. But in regards to Donald Trump and January 6th, even if they take over the thing for a day, the military would still come and remove him by force. It doesn't matter. Eventually, the military will come in there and remove him by force.
Yeah. So, but again, like Brother Rick said, it's a lot of ignorance. People just don't want to know. You know what I mean? They just go around espousing the stuff that they heard and they stand 10 toes down on it. Like, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I don't know, the conversation about Trump being assassinated or not assassinated. I don't know if I spoke something into the universe, but the assassination attempt. He was like, "You really believe that was real?" I'm like, the CIA and the FBI, everybody said it was real, and that the man actually did get grazed by a bullet. Now I don't know if they lying for the man, but they, after the report came out, said it was, it was true. I'm like, I said, and this is a pretty smart brother that said that to me, like really smart. I'm like, as I said to y'all before, Donovan, you've been in the military 24 years. I'm sure you've seen a bullet or two. Would you have the wherewithal to stand up there knowing that somebody was going to take an aim at your head and just be, America, God bless America? Are you going to be
right? Remember, I'm going to get you, sucker. I'm shooting. They're shooting. I thought you were in combat.
I got a better example for you.
I just never been in it.
Now I got a better example for you. It's one of my favorite movies, Bowfinger. The part when he was running across the damn freeway and Steve Martin told Eddie Murphy's character that the cars, they're all actors. Just go there, and they're not. It's a freeway, like in the middle of the day, rush hour. He's like, I don't want to do this. So I was like, but people aren't thinking. They're just going with it. It's like, come on.
Wait. I want you guys to think about this, and I haven't really done my research into the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, but supposedly the assassin was a 20-year-old kid who has no social media footprint. Think about that. A 20-year-old that has no social media footprint. That doesn't jive well. A 20-year-old that has no footprint. You have no entity. Where did they find such a person? Think about it.
I mean, I have my speculations, but I keep it to myself because it is just speculation. I don't know. I'm talking out the side of my neck, trying to pretend like I know what the hell I'm talking about. PM, how you doing? Says that Clinton and Monica Lewinsky in the White House getting busy. That's what I posted on Facebook. I said when Clinton spoke, I said he better not get up there talking about Trump as a predator, because that's what everybody else was saying up there. He's a predator. I'm like, you the last one be calling somebody a predator. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what I heard about the second gentleman. I don't know, that's what the word on the street is. Alonzo, how you doing? Says evening family, been busy lately. Hey, Demetri and Donovan, let's remember that these people, both sides, are anti-black, both of them. All politicians see it as a political suicide to advocate for us. Yeah, but you know what though? A lot of us is just gonna be like, well, let the people who are gonna benefit from it, let them go vote. We'll survive like we always been doing. One thing about black people, got you, Donovan, we are survivors. We gonna survive on them regardless. We're gonna be the last people on earth talking about, well, that was trying, wasn't it? But here we are. Easy says, D, I wonder if Kamala engaged in pillow talk with her husband about Willie Brown. I doubt it. And if he sits up there, oh, really, tell me more. She keep his little things in her purse too. Hey, Sister Shirley, how you doing? Said, did you hear the interview Luke had with Rizza Islam and Yvette Cornell? And when was that? Was it recently? Because, I know Luke been out there talking greasy in them streets. Hey, Mission Vision, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Who else came on here? We're about almost our time. I think it is our time. I just want to acknowledge people that I did not see. Jerron, he says, I don't think any of the candidates' sexual exploits should be brought up because both Trump and Harris have done stuff. Harris knew Willie was married because he didn't hide it. Yeah, everybody knew. It was just, talk of the town. Praying for Alicia. How you doing? It says, I laugh my butt off. Those blue crats get angry when you don't comply. My God, it's scary. And I'm not a scary person, but I'm kind of scared. These people crazy. Seeing grandmas coming up in your comment section, trying to get wild and loose with you. It's like, Grandma, go sit down. Go fry some chicken and snap some green beans or something. But this ain't what you want. I'm going to be nice to you.
Wait. Do you know what's scary? Them old senior AKAs. Boy, you say something bad about Kamala, they ready to take off the big hat, take off the girdle, all that.
Run up, Grandma, run up. I'm just playing. I don't want no smoke, Grandma. Let me be quiet. JW says, joy don't pay these bills. Yeah, suppose it puts a little joy on your plate, sprinkle some hot sauce on it. Just wonderful. Oh, thank you, Judge. Appreciate you. Brother Samuel says, the more mathematical you are, the more of a rational thinker you are, and far less emotional. Thus, our people are made to hate math, making them emotional thinkers. Yeah, they just don't be thinking, and I don't get it. Raynard, how you doing? Said Demetri and Donovan, believe it or not, the Democrat boule shills are turning people off to Kamala along with her own personal history. You know what? I totally agree. I think people are like, okay, y'all doing too much for nothing. Because what are y'all even hopping up and down in the comment section over? She ain't told you what you should be happy for. Y'all just, just a cluster of gangs out there in the internet streets jumping people. It's like, my God, I'm going to block you right now. I'm telling you, I don't care. You getting blocked, you keep on with the nonsense. Facts Not Feelings says, my rent is due. I'm going to tell landlord here in a couple of hundred, you're going to give him a couple of hundred joys. You can take to the bank. See you next month. You know what will happen to you if you do that. Yeah, let's see if that works. GM South, how you doing? Says, no need to edit yourself. Okay. Yeah, try to go pay the bills with some damn joy. I'm going to try that on the first. When my landlord is looking for his money, how about some joy? How about some extra joy? Hello there. Hope you're doing well. And Daryl, you say he's got training. Let's see. I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna get to the bottom, Donovan, because I can feel you breathing on my neck. B.A. Quinn, how you doing? Says he worked for BlackRock and his social was white. So you talking about the pew pew, the guy? Derek, how you doing? Says that's why I had to really start watching Tyler Perry movies because it's just so a lot of black men and and a negative light. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think of a positive. Even that one stupid movie I watched, the Jazz Man's Blues. Whoever told me to watch that movie, I want to choke you and all of your bloodline after you for making me endure that horrible movie. It was terrible. God, it was terrible. Anyway, I think I've made it to the bottom, Donovan. Let's see. Did I make it to the bottom? And I appreciate every last one of y'all for being here tonight with us. We'll be back here tomorrow. I'm sure we'll talk about more politics. Easy said Luke was talking greasy about nation and RZA. Check it out on YouTube. Yeah, Luke is just, he's not even, how could you respect such a spectacle? You know, like don't forget where you came from, brother. You had women bending over, shaking some and worse. You know what I mean? Another thing was y'all want to know how silly these are? Y'all can fill in the blank of what I said. It was the Democrats that tried to censor him and the 2 Live crew and have him thrown in jail for his lyrics, for his music. And here he is, caping for the Democrats as if he didn't win a United States Supreme Court ruling. That was Tipper Gore, married to Al Gore, who was the vice president for Bill Clinton. They were trying to have him censored in worse. And here he is. Oh, how quickly we forget.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But see, have you noticed, though, you guys? Remember, the Democrat specifically are targeting $260-something million just toward the black community in general. And most of that money is going to these D and C list entertainers and athletes to get you to vote. This is where this money is going. So if you've been off the scene, you know, Dimitri, I'm not talking this into existence, but hypothetically, if Grandmaster Flash showed up and was speaking for the DNC and the Fat Boys, which most of them are gone, but the Fat Boys started doing it. Hey, I'm not mad at them for getting the money. They need the money. I get it. Their publishing is gone. I'm surprised most of P. Diddy's artists aren't up there, you know, trying to get something because the publishing ain't worth nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I even seen JJ Fad is like, y'all still around? I know.
Town 357, you know.
Right. B. Angie B and them. Hey, Lawrence, how you doing? Hope you're doing
That's
well.
gonna be the next that's gonna be the next voting thing. Kamala's got you crazy. That's gonna be the next the voting thing to get you to vote.
It's so stupid because you read my mind. That song was going through my head. Don't want to lose your love. Man. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I didn't even know y'all was still around, and here you are. You done took a check, didn't you? Y'all went to I see y'all talk about Kamala training them. Y'all went to the course. You have to say this on your social media, and, you know, I really love her so. It's just silly. Easy said that, yep, I remember him on Donahue show back in the 90s. And who was that? I don't even know now. Education is key. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I think
go to Kavat Haynes. He has something to say. He says, wow, Republicans are above reproach on this channel.
Okay, so wait, let me see. I must have skipped it. Let's see. What's his name?
Kavat Haynes. He says, wow, Republicans are above reproach on this channel. Not at all. Not at all. When Biden was running against Trump, we spoke against Trump and put the things out for any Republican. I mean, we're neither Republican or Democrat. If they got some dirt or, you know, we think they're dirtbags, we're going to put it out there. It doesn't matter to us.
Oh, here. Okay. Yeah. I mean, so you don't have any Christian Republicans?
Here we go.
Take notes, because I repeat this all the time. We know that the Republicans ain't ish. We know that. We know they don't love black people. But come on, I need you to be logical, okay? That's to put Kavek, take your emotions and throw them into the ocean right now, okay? Republicans don't like black people. Black people really don't like Republicans because Republicans rarely get 15% of the black vote. It's a fact. You can look it up, okay? With that being said, black people give the majority of our votes, and I'm speaking collectively, to the Democrat Party. And the Democrat Party benefit the most from the black voter, but the black voter does not benefit at all, specifically from the Democrats. And so let me ask you this, and I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom and see if you got the answer right. Who do you think we should spend more time talking about, the Republicans or the Democrats? And I'll wait for your answer before we get out of here.
Exactly. See, and that's what I don't understand. It's like when you use basic logic like that, why would we waste our time on a group of people who don't come knocking on our door begging for our votes? Why would we even talk about these people? We ain't gonna vote for them no way. We don't vote for them. So why would we even care?
I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah, I swear, JJ Fad and them, they voting blue no matter who. They are on the Kamala train. It's like y'all got 3 subscribers, 3 followers, and here you, I don't know. Yeah, I know Morgan was working at Target in Fontana for a while. So
yeah, and Kevin Haynes says in earlier comment, he says, speak on it. Trump is running now. Okay, let's speak on it. If basically what you're telling me is I should vote for the lesser of 2 evils, Trump would be the lesser of 2 evils. Who has done less against black people? We're not even going to talk about Biden because Biden has dropped out. Kamala has done more damage to black people in the state of California than Trump did, basically. You're talking about a woman who hid evidence against a man on death row. That's a cold piece when you rather pump up your resume and kill a man that possibly could be innocent. She locked up single mothers, custodial parents for their kids being truant, kept people longer in their sentences to where the Supreme Court had to step in. The late Dianne Feinstein and the governor had to make her do the DNA testing, and then come to find out the DNA lab testing was so badly done. Do you know how many cases were thrown out because of her incompetence? And the only thing she can say was, I didn't know anything about it. The buck's supposed to stop with you. And then the top of that, a murder of a young black woman from Cal State Fullerton named Mitrice Richardson, where her parents went to her and asked her for help, and she just totally ignored him, talking about the statute of limitations. So let's talk about Donald Trump. What did he do in California? He tried to close the border. Who does that directly affect? It affects black people because it protects jobs. Donald Trump did that. So the lesser of 2 evils, I would have to say, is Donald Trump.
Yeah, we like the cars that go boom. Reggie, you ain't
The Trim. Yeah. I got all 3 of their albums. I got all 3.
I think I was in maybe 9th grade when that came out.
And Bunny, we like
yes. That was a car hop song right there, boy. If you had a nice car, didn't care if you had a job or nowhere to live. Okay, if you just had a nice car, I rock or something like that, you was in like Flynn. Hey Bobby, how you doing? Yeah, and I've seen people try to basically say that the DNA evidence for Kevin Cooper came back is that he probably did it. However, I'm with you, Donovan. There's a lot of wonkiness going on there. It's like, is the DNA evidence saying that he probably did it? Even though the family's son who survived said it was 3 to 4 white men that did it. And he, they, slashed his throat and everything, but he said he saw 3 to 4 white men. But prosecutors like, oh, well, he was loopy. He was under medication, under the influence. So it's like that. And then another lady was like, yo, my boyfriend came back with the family's car and he had his clothes were soaked in blood. So it's like, you're just going to throw all that evidence out. So I'm like, okay, the DNA evidence said that, more than likely was him. Got to also keep in mind that Kevin Cooper I know he was in one. I don't know if he was in that house, but he was in a house in the neighborhood. So I don't know. But there was also accusations that the one of the lab guys or the detectives planted evidence. So it's like there's a lot going on here. You know what I mean? So anyway,
and when in doubt, I am not going to kill somebody when I'm doubtful of it. I mean, that's a prosecutor's job is not just to seek justice for the plaintiffs and the family members and stuff. It's supposed to seek justice, period. And justice is finding out if this person is the perpetrator. You know, they don't have a problem to find out who the father of these babies are. They have no problem doing that first, or not first, but if it had to come down to it. It's just sad that we have people that just would, you know, I would be scared of a person who has no decency for life. I don't care if you think this guy's a dirtbag or not. If there's doubt, there's doubt.
I totally agree. And Kavette Haynes, so basically you saying we're back to the Democrat demonization. So what you gonna do about it? We demonize the Democrats, what you gonna do about it? Where's the crime in us doing that? Have we broken any laws? Y'all run around, hop up and down like jumping beans, talking about democracy's in danger. Democracy. Y'all don't even know what democracy is. Because if you knew what democracy was, you wouldn't be on here talking about we demonizing the Democrats. It's all right. Democracy means that we have a say-so, and we say that the Democrats ain't never been ish to black people. Where is the lie in that? But see, you emotional. You're getting your talking points from Joy Reid and, you know, all the other, you all up under the Democratic women's skirts. You're getting your marching orders from them. They're telling you to be an emotional man and not a thinking man. See, one thing about Demetri Kane's, I'm turned on by a thinking man. I can't do much with an emotional man, okay? Best I can do is hand you a Kleenex and say, dry your eye, you'll be all right, and I go cry to your mama. That's the best I could do, right? And so the Democrats like men. I don't know you personally. I'm just going by your comments. They like men like you because they know you ain't going to bust a grape. They know you ain't going to really rise up. You ain't going to tell Sassafras, sit down, baby. They know you ain't going to do that. They know, yes, dear. We voting for the Democrats for 90-some years. Yes, you old fool. Yes, you are. Okay. But you ain't talking about we demonizing the Democrats. What they say? Name one thing that we have said that demonizes the Democrats. Name one thing. And I'm not even going to wait because you can't. Because you're too emotional to do that. Now, I don't know if you got a wife or a girlfriend or anything like that, but something tells me she got more pants on her side of the closet than you do. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. I love and appreciate every last one of y'all. We'll be back here tomorrow. Oh, I want to give y'all a little update. So y'all have watched the show on Wednesday. It was one for the record, you know. I had my brother, who I love dearly, on here, and a friend of ours, Terrell, and I had to tell him, come again, thanks for playing. So I had a nice long talk with my brother, and I said, you know what? I said, I'm upset with you. I said, because you know all this stuff, and I know I get it. Terrell is your friend. God love him. He's an emotional wreck. He needs to see some therapy. I said, but why would you let him take you down that rabbit hole of foolishness? He says, I kept tapping him on the leg like, nah, stop, don't say that. He said, especially when he was like, I'm going to tell my story. He said he kept saying it too. When the mics were off, he was like, man, don't do that. She said, don't do that. And you did it anyway. So, you know, my brother going to come back on here, okay? Because, you know, he got the knowledge, and he comes on for the, you know, the financial information, which we all benefit from. But I told him, I said, yeah, you're going to need to act like you know, homeboy, because we got the same parents, but sometimes we can't tell, okay? Don't make me not have to claim you in these streets. I don't know him. Walter? No, that's not for real. That's my older brother. But anyway, we love and appreciate the last one of y'all. We gonna what you doing Wednesday, Mike Nice? I'm gonna have to put you on the team with the titles. I like that. So anyway, I love and appreciate it. Damien says Terrell was straight. Yeah, you know, God love him. I want to say this before I leave. There's a lot of us that have a lot of childhood trauma that we have not worked out. All of us do. We got something. I don't care what it is. Somebody stole your marble out the dirt. And as an adult, you still hold on to that. You're mad. So a lot of us got childhood trauma we just need to unpack. And sometimes it's misdirected anger. A lot of times it is. And you know, for whatever reason, Terrell deems other black people to be an enemy of his more so than white supremacy. I don't charge that to his head or charge it to his heart because he's been hurt, obviously, right? So there's a lot of things he needs to unpack before he, you know, tries to get out there and speak his piece, because his piece is actually a disruption. So, and I say that in love. So
Yes,
anyway,
and before we go, please, you guys, go to Miss Sweet Talk's YouTube page and your Average Logical Thinkers YouTube page. Check it out. They drop some good dimes on things. If you know, everybody should talk about something different. We should support each other's page and check it out because they're dropping some good stuff. I follow it, and the bad thing about it was when I get to it, when I see it's on, I'm just getting home or I'm driving and I really can't do it. So I got to watch the replay. So, you know, just go over there, hit the like button, subscribe, become a member, and let's get the likes up over there.
Yes, indeed. Hi, Sonny. Yeah, I'll be trying to be good, but I don't know how to do that anymore. But it's all love, Quebec. Please come back and see us again. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. I am burning up. Peace.